to the gym right now. I have about an hour and a half, and then it's mom mode. I started going back to the gym at the beginning of July, and oh my gosh, it's so nice. Okay, there's hardly anyone here. See you afterwards, I guess. And my husband called because my 2-month-old is crying. That's just what we have to do. It is what it is. One thing that motherhood has taught me with a fitness journey, whatever you want to call it, is that you really can't count on anything. I say I started lifting on July 1st and I was supposed to be lifting 3 days a week. I've lifted 3 times since July 1st, and I'm not going to beat myself up over the slow progress that I make, because progress is still progress. If I have to do 1 lift a week and just walk, then that's fine. If I try to bump it up to 2, it doesn't work, then it doesn't work. And I don't need to freak out about that, because slow progress is still progress. Didn't get back to sleep until 7, maybe? And then my kids woke up 30 minutes later. So I have been off track since the 4th of July. Not off track in a huge way. I'm not eating cleanly as I want to. So we're gonna lock back in. I've been watching a lot of Morgan Green's Summer Shred, and it's motivating me. I am going to prep some food and do the dishes from last night. So let's do that. Easy.
No. Easy. Mom. I'll show you.
Okay, honey.
No, that
And creatine.
Okay.
Okay.
The creatine, the G team.
Yeah, I'm gonna cut up 2 sweet potatoes because these are huge.
Yes, it is.
So I've been eating breakfast anywhere from 10 to 12. And then I have a big lunch around 2, and then dinner and like a little snack if I wanted one. I really like ground beef, cottage cheese, volume eating with vegetables, and like raw vegetables are also good. So I'm gonna pop those in the oven, probably prep some meat now. So when I first started doing this, my calories were so high. I'm breastfeeding, I'm overweight. So I was able to eat a lot of food, especially with working out. But as I've dropped it over the past 2 months, I'm beginning to see that some proteins are better than others, calorie-wise. I'm not a big chicken fan. I don't really like chicken breast at all. I was eating ground beef, which is fine. I love ground beef, and I'm gonna eat it this week too. But I didn't realize how many more calories are in ground beef, and this is lean ground beef, compared to like a rotisserie chicken. I got a rotisserie chicken the other day, got so much meat off of it. I fed my whole family and had some for the next day. So I don't know, I might incorporate that in my lunches. My lunches, I tend to keep pretty clean because I have a family of 6. And so cooking at night, I have to make sure everyone likes it. And we like sauces and pasta and all the extra things. So I try to eat a big, nice portion. I tend to keep it Whole Foods based at lunch. Ooh, that's what we're doing. I probably have my creamy and then wait for these to thaw. What I like to do is get some chocolate chips and melt it with a little bit of avocado oil, put it in the middle, because whenever you mix it up after that, it hardens and then it creates like little flecks all throughout it. So I put that, a tablespoon of almond butter, and a tablespoon of unsweet coconut flakes. I say a tablespoon, I'm just pinching it. And then we put the lid back on and spin it again. Finish off the water. Now we refill it. With creatine, you have to drink a lot of water, so. This is a Fairlife vanilla protein shake with almond butter, some sugar-free cheesecake jello, I think, unsweetened coconut, and Truvia. It's pretty good. I have been not as active as I was whenever I was the very beginning of this journey. You know, I've lost 19 pounds since May 1st. So that feels really good, but I did just have a baby also, so I know a lot of that was gonna go anyways. I feel better. My knees don't hurt as bad. I had ankle surgery last May. My entire ankle, all 3 bones snapped in half. So I had to have screws and plates put into my ankle. It took me a long time to start working out again. Rehabbing my ankle took a long time. I'm just now getting back to the point where like strength training is fine. I started with just walking with my kids. That was the only form of exercise that I did. Fine, it was great. And then I decided about 2 months in, or a month and a half in, that I wanted to start strength training again. And I haven't been walking as much as I rolled my ankle on the 4th of July and had to go to the ER. It was just a really bad sprain. And since then, it's been really, really tight. So conveniently, I have a walking pad that I can walk on. Let's set that up. Ta-da! I gotta get my crying baby though. And the reality of having a 2-month-old is he wants to drink milk all the time and sleep. So, treadmill's out and we are feeding a baby. I chose comfort over discomfort, like leaving my baby in the middle of the night to go to the gym. I always framed it as like, they're gonna be small only once and I don't want to miss out on this time, but also they're only gonna have me at this age this once. Not prioritizing myself in the name of being there for them isn't what I need to do. I need to show up for myself and I need to be consistent in ways that I haven't before. After I'm done feeding him, I'm gonna walk. We got a good 26 minutes, got a mile in before the baby woke up mad. So that's what we're working with. This is so good and beautiful. One thing, I was a chronic snacker because my meals were not balanced. My macros were out of whack. I would eat lots of carbs, not very much fat, not very much protein. And then I'd be like, oh my gosh, why am I hungry 2 hours later? Because I wasn't prioritizing protein. Once I started prioritizing protein and whole foods, I became so full all the time. Finished my lunch. It was good. I'm just watching the rest of this week 7 that Morgan has. He woke up from his nap. Just gonna walk until he freaks out and wants milk again. I am around 7,000 steps right now. I was averaging 8,000 to 10,000 before I hurt my ankle. And then I fell off and it was around 4,000. My weight kind of was at a standstill. My nutrition, I think, was making me inflamed probably. I was eating a lot of oils and like takeout, just fitting it into my deficit. For dinner, I made a like shepherd's pie of sorts. Right now it's 8:45 and I got kids to put to bed. So I went with a Ghirardelli protein powder, peanut butter, chocolate situation. And my husband, we made some strawberry ice cream the other night for him. I'll be eating this pint, which is about, it's 250 calories. Without the add-ins, I added Reese's Thins. So that brings it up, I think, like 150 calories. So there we go. Finished up the day strong at like 7,500 steps. Got a good night of sleep and now we're ready to go again. I don't know that anyone's ever gonna see this, but if you're here, thanks, and we'll see you in the next one.